Hey guys, AJ here, back with another one for you. So we're going to talk once again about these modern broke chicks, these modern broke 304s. Guys, a lot of these chicks have no money, okay? They're living on credit card debt, they have student loans and all this foolishness, and then have the nerve to try and talk about how much money we make as guys. So we're going to check that out and do another installment in this series. If you guys like videos about how broke modern chicks are, check out the playlist at the end of this. We have an article here, guys, called The Financial Confessions. I won't date a guy who makes less than six figures. So we're going to get into this, but before we do, like, subscribe, drop a comment, because it really helps keep this channel going. And check out my second channel linked in the description. Guys, look at this. Last year, I broke up with my boyfriend of 4 years. Guys, and this is one of the most modern woman stories I've ever heard, okay? Okay, he was the guy that I thought that I was going to marry. And given that I was on the later side of my 20s than the earlier, so did almost everyone else. But we broke up because we were on extremely different paths in life. No matter how much we loved each other, and his new path involved moving to Denmark for grad school. So guys, he was on his way. He was going to go to Denmark for grad school. Why didn't she go, right? So she says, since I have no intention of ever living in a Nordic country and did not want to try the 2+ year long distance relationship that he has suggested, I decided to end the relationship. It was a pretty terrible time in my life, and for a long time, I tried to guilt him into staying with me in New York, something I'm not proud of. But eventually, I realized that even if I succeeded in getting him to not accept the grant and do that program, he would resent me possibly for the rest of his life. And guys, she is correct. Guys, never, ever, ever, ever go against a major life decision choice for some broad. If you have a promotion you got to move for, if you're, you know what I mean, something like that, guys, go. Don't let some chick talk you into not doing it, okay? Okay. Where are we? So we ended the relationship, and now at nearly 28 years old, I'm a single New Yorker. Again, guys, she's 28 years old. Okay, so one thing that I had resolved for myself when I started out testing the waters of the dating pool that I had left for 4 years was that I was going to only date men who made a certain amount of money. There it is, guys. The convenient number that I came up with was 6 figures, of course, right? But of course, I'm willing to bend on that a little if needed. But the point is that the person that I'm with should make generally about twice what I do. After 3 years in publishing, I'm making over just $50,000 a year. Guys, that's poverty in New York. Look at that. Look at that. This is quite competitive for what I do. So guys, she goes on to say she has degrees, okay? So she has multiple degrees and she's in publishing, meaning that her degrees in probably marketing, you know what I mean, communications, blah, blah, blah. Okay. But between my undergrad and grad degrees, I'm also paying $750 a month in student loan payments. Even though I'm very frugal about the loans I took out and do not regret either of my degrees. Of course she doesn't. So my life is pretty minimalist. I'm just broke all the time, even with catering jobs I do when I get the chance. After my boyfriend and I broke up and he moved away, so we left our rent-controlled junior 1-bedroom in Queens, which we split $650 a month each, and I had to find my own place. I now live in a 3-bedroom in Brooklyn with 3 girls, and I pay almost $300 more to do it. So she lives, so she pays $950 a month to have roommates. So I'm constantly trying to make ends meet and have had to borrow money from my parents more than once. But part of the reason why I'm such a sucky situation is that during my entire relationship with my ex, I was only able to save a grand total of $1,000, like it's his fault, clown world. Part of this is because I was still in grad school or unemployed during part of it, but part of it was that he barely made any money, and when I was earning my entry-level salary, his cobbled together income and part-time jobs often needed me to supplement it. So we lived on credit cards for many months, and for all the holidays that we celebrated together, only one Christmas were we able to get each other real gifts. We were constantly broke, but deeply in love. And even though I probably would have married him if he hadn't moved, I can tell that we wouldn't have lived for very long this way. So we're constantly fighting over money-related things, and basically watched as most of my money-related dreams evaporated in front of me. Having a robust savings account and investments? No. Owning property in New York? No. Being able to afford kids? No. So this chick's basically a bum, okay? She can barely make ends meet. Guys, she makes $50,000 a year. That's terrible. And she has 700. Hold on. 700. Do the math. Guys, she pays like $10,000 a year in student loan payments almost. Clown world. Look at that. And she has the nerve to talk about how much money that a guy makes. Look at that. She says, I told myself that you don't always choose the person that you love. And if our love life had to be radically different than I hope it would be, that's fine. But now that I'm on my own again and started a relationship from zero, I know exactly what it would take for those dreams to be realistic. And the guy that I'm with would have to earn about that much money. This isn't a question of me to be floated by someone, please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Look at that. She says, I'll always have a job and do everything that I can to contribute. It's a question of if I'm single, that's fine too. But if I choose to be with someone, that person should be able to be a part of the life that I want for my partner and I. No, you mean the life that you want for yourself. And this is this, guys, these are these strong and independent chicks, right?
I am woman, hear me roar, and numbers too big to ignore.
They're all strong and independent until they have 2 stupid degrees and a job that barely earns anything, and they're staring down 30 and they're like, oh no, I need to have a guy who makes more money. Look at that. She says, my ex and I were near perfect. We're a perfect match in terms of personality, but even then, our money problems were constantly causing strain. I know that a lot of people would judge me if they knew about my quote-unquote rule, but I don't care. I know what in my life, I know what I want in life, and I want to be able to move into a reasonable 1-bedroom apartment in the city that I love with my future partner. So why don't you, A, make more money yourself, you moron, right? Look at that. And that requires more money, like it or not. I'm confident that there's someone out there whom I will love deeply and passionately and will also be capable of affording these things in a way that my ex was not able to. I bring a lot to the relationship. I'm an excellent cook, please. Keep a good home, a wonderful hostess, and a well-read and funny. And have a passion for my career. What career? You have a job. Guys, $50,000 a year. That is not a career. That's a job. Look at that. Absolute clown world. Guys, that is $26 an hour. Guys, there's some McDonald's now that pay $22 an hour. And she's saying that she's focused on her career. Guys, don't listen to these chicks. And if someone can bring that financial stability to my life, they are a good match. Clown world. So the next guy that I love, I want to be the guy to marry. And I don't want to marry someone that I'm going to struggle with. If I'm going to struggle, I'd rather do it alone. There it is, guys. There it is. And look, this chick's getting bodied. So I want to choose someone whose finances won't be a constant strain. Hopefully he doesn't feel that way. Guy says, exactly. I'm 6 figures as a guy, and I'm having difficulty justifying marriage with someone who makes $30K a year, given her expectations in marriage. Look at that. Someone says, that's what I thought. She makes $50K a year and has $750 a month in student loan debt. That tells me that she spent $100,000 on education that's not paying for itself. Look at that. Look at that. Someone says, I don't think she's shallow. I just think she's naive. Dude, you are a moron. Look at that. And of course, even this chick is bodying her too. Look at that. She says, I bring a lot to relationship. I'm an excellent cook, keep a beautiful home, and I'm a wonderful hostess. Heads up, it's not 1950 anymore. It's as far easier to earn figures than it is to find a partner. There's that word again that hits every single point on your checklist. You will miss out on great guys that might only make $90 a year. Boo hoo! But adhering to this ridiculous plan. Yep. And one thing that I think you need to realize that someone making six figures probably doesn't want to bankroll you through life. Facts. Look at that. And she's saying six figures isn't even that much where you live. That's true. That is true. Someone says, yeah, so tell us, Bridget, that did this last comment. What else does she bring to the table other than her student loans? Look at that, guys. Guys, this is clown world. Okay? Look at that. She basically wants some simp that makes six figures to swoop in and
Here I come to save the day.
Clown world. Guys, don't do this. Don't pay their debt. She lives like a bum and wants you to pay her bills. All right, you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys. Check out the playlist link at the end, and I'm out of here, guys.